Kathy Childs Morrison here. So I'm just going to show you start to finish how I created the do-it-yourself enamel dots in my kitchen. I used parchment paper, just so you don't, I hope I don't make you dizzy, and a package of pony beads. There's 227 pieces in a package, and I got them at Walmart. I just thought I'd give these ones a try. So I'm just, what I did was I stretched the parchment paper over a large cookie sheet and creased it with my finger. And I'm just going to cut this off and roll it backwards so it's not going to curl. And I'll be right back. For backwards on itself to uncurl it. And I'm just going to put it flat on my cookie sheet. And then I'm going to dump the beads out in a little bowl, and I'll show you how I dump the beads out into a bowl, and here they are. So I'm just going to take the beads and place them like so on the parchment paper. And I'll give them a little space between each bead so that when they melt down there, they have enough room to spread out. So I'm going to do that. I took the beads out of the bowl one at a time and flip them over and place them down. And then you get a little faster as you go. So I think I've learned to just put the beads down, all the beads down on the parchment paper. And I'll flip them over so that the little holes are facing up. Oops, sorry. Aren't they pretty colors? I'm so excited. This is such a fun thing to do. And I'll be able to use them for all kinds of crafty projects. Flower centers, cards, accent pieces. Okay, so they're all face up. I'm just going to spread them out. Now I'm going to go through and kind of give a little distance between the beads because we can't have any two touching. Okay, so then I'll see how I've turned all of the beads with the holes up, so they're separated enough that when they melt and spread out, there'll be lots of space. I also left a little space on the leading edge because the ones that I put on the leading edge on the last batch did not melt down as well as the rest. So I'm going to pop these in the oven, and 10 minutes from now we should have some more wonderful enamel. We'll see what happens. I'm going to leave those in for 10 to 12 minutes, and we should have some more of these wonderful pony beads melted down into do-it-yourself enamel dots. And I'm going to try and leave them in for less time. The first batch was in for just under 12 minutes, and this batch I'm going to pull out at about 8 minutes and have a look. And because apparently for these pony beads, if you leave them in for a shorter period of time, they will spread less. So they'll be a little tiny, a little smaller. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Apparently the perler beads don't work that way. It doesn't matter how long you leave them in for or what temperature. Apparently those ones, they just always melt down to the same size. So anyway, we'll see what happens with these, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes. For only about 8 minutes, and they weren't melted down enough. They still had divots in the top, so I left them, and in fact this batch took about 15 minutes. So there you go. It's finished. I'll let it cool, and then I'll pop them off. And they actually just slide off this parchment paper beautifully. Go. They've probably cooled for 5 minutes, and you see how they just slip right off the parchment paper. Unlike the craft mat that you have to pop them off or put them in a bag to pop off, they just kind of slide right off. So for my money, this is the answer. Anyway, I'm so excited to find that I can make these myself. Okay, so try it yourself. See how it goes. Thanks for watching.